Hello, good morning. Um, yes, it's still morning in London. A little cold today. It's amazing how the weather is changing. Um, you are expecting some spring. It's still spring, but it's very uncertain right now. It's still cold. And unfortunately, they said that we are going to have some cold days ahead instead of being warmer. It's going to be cold. Yes, and today I'm going to continue studying with you about the tarot card, the major arcana. That's what we're studying. And so far, we have done the path of the fool, going through all these lessons and all this preparation for life. And even when we study the sequence of the tarot card, we discover that even being told and been learning many tools for taking the challenge of life a little more easy. Therefore, we're still facing more learning, more apprenticeship, which teaches us that life never stops teaching us everything. We still continue learning in apprenticeship. It's a no-ending path, and even when we live and communicate with the spiritual world, we learn also that even after we cross over the teaching and the learning, we never stop learning. We never stop this process of upgrading and evolution. Sometimes I ask myself, why we as a God decided to have this long process. Why did we bother to explode the first time and create the first creations? To be honest, 100% honest, I don't know. I don't know. It's like the desire is bigger than the fear. The foe is always there inside us, deciding to take the next step. And I'm going to tell you something now that is coming to my brain, and it's not from me. I'm sure it is not from me. This process of the tarot cards in Major Arcana doesn't stop when you die. We're still going through all these steps after and after and after. Many times reincarnated here or in another dimension is going to be always the path of the foe. We can escape. It's the path of the foe. And it's not just here in this lifetime, it's after death also. So it's better for us to learn now how to deal with all these situations so you can be more prepared for the next step, for the next station, for the next journey. That is wisdom in this information. And thanks for this information, for this insight. The information is there, but to have this insight inside me right now, that this is is an endless journey. The journey of the fall is an endless journey. It's not just for now, it's for future, it's for the next life, it's for the next journey, for the next incarnation, or whatever I decided to do. Because I don't know, not yet, what next step will be. I am open to whatever the spirits, whatever my companions that stays up there decided. If I accomplish my mission now, I will come home and to tell them I managed. And this is emotional. And then we will decide who is going to come next and what's going to happen next. But for now, let's learn. And we saw our foe going to the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, and then learning that the life, or every path in life, or every life you have, or every incarnation you are, or every dimension we are, we have the 4 steps: the top, the descending, the down, and the ascending. So it's always like this: up, descending, and down, the winter, and then up, the spring, and the sun again, and then again. So he got this non-knowledge because he knew already, but he knew intellectually when he learned that lesson with the impress, the matter. Okay? He learned that life has seasons. Okay? So he learned that nature, in whatever place you are, in whatever dimension you are, have their own rules, and they have the 4 seasons. He learned that intellectually. He had this information in the DNA, in his system, in his brain, but he didn't got to the point of experimenting. So when he goes to the Wheel of Fortune, he experimented that season of life. You see the difference? Sometimes we have the knowledge inside us, but it didn't come true in reality, in everyday reality. So when you go through the Wheel of Fortune, then the information is there, and then click. Oh my God, now I know what is happening. So you have then all the information that you have got, that is inside you, that has been placed in there, about never giving up with the Father, with the Emperor, determination to go to the end, the power and the energy of fighting. And then you have the knowledge of the magician, you have the strength of the Hercules to fight, the strength card, and then you have the chariot, that the one that goes for whatever it needs to be, etc. You have everything inside you. When you get to the Well of Life, you know that in every step of this, you have to be using one of these energies. So when you are descending, you have to have the patience of what's her name, of the balance, the temperance, not to get afraid of, balance the situation. Okay, what can I do? And when you are down there, you have the strength, the card of the strength for their meat, their meat saying to you, okay, you can be tranquil because everything is have time. There is a timetable for everything. There is a span line for everything. So quiet, be in silence, and wait for the right time to raise again. To understand. So all the information is inside. So now he got to the point after the well of life is the death card. And he learned that he has to forget what stays there and goes to the next path without suffering, without being mourning too much. You can mourn in the end of the season, yeah, it's okay, but don't stay there. Don't feel like you know, deep inside this moment. Don't get how I'm gonna say, sadness is something that you have to control. Sadness is something that you have to overcome. Don't feel like bitter. Bitterness is when you don't understand the process, and then you get bitter because you try to control something, and then you know that you can manage. So you get bitter because it's lack of control, lack of sense of control. Not lack of control, because you can have control on the situation, but the bitterness comes when you realize that you are not. The ego didn't realize that you are managing what you decided to. So you get bitter inside yourself. So when the death card comes in reality in your life, just let go. Don't stuck. Don't try to hold on the past, because it's gonna have a next season. You know, oh, I like the winter. I wanna be underneath the hiding in the cave. I don't wanna go out when the spring comes. And then you try to be in the cave in the winter always. I know people like this. They got in depression, and the winter is, the spring is coming up beautifully, and the sun is out, but it's still in the cave. They don't want to go out because they are stuck on the past. They are trying so hard to hold on the past. And when the spring comes, beautiful, and some people are stuck in this spring. They don't want the summer, you know. They don't want to go out and enjoy. They want to be in the springtime. They want flowers all the time. People that is deluded by, fantasies. They want to be in the spring 24/7, 365 days a year. It's not possible. It's not possible. The well fortune will turn. And then these people is stuck, is holding to something that is not real. And the season is going, and he's there in the spring in his head. Or people that stuck on summer, stuck on the top. And when they see that the summer is gone, the abundance, the fame, everything is gone, what they do? They kill themselves. Because they can't bear the descending. They can't bear the autumn. They try to hold on the past of achievements. When everything is going downhill, they don't accept it. How many men in England kill themselves and their family because they don't bear the thought of not being the top? It's holding to the past. So we have to learn how to let go the past in order to come and face the future. So the death card means it's not death physically, okay? It's the death of situations. It's the death of the seasoning that you have to face and embrace and be happy and sing, as I always said when I was doing the last video. And now he's gonna experiment something very deep. is linking to the card of death also, but it's in another level. And I said the last video that people sometimes confuse the death card with the devil card. And today we're going to talk about the devil. It's a very deep card. People are very afraid of it. Normally people, when they see this card, the death and the devil comes up. All of these cards that comes now is very deep cards. So much deep card that I decided to do one a day because it's very deep and concerns a lot that people have to understand, and even shiver me, because people have to understand what it really means. Okay, that's the one. Let me see if I manage better position so you can see better. Oh yes, can you see? In Greek mythology, it's the Pan, the god Pan, the great all. He is the one in the mystic tarot that portrays the devil, Pan. And Pan is, by mythology, the son of Hermes and Nymph. Nymph is the girls from the swamp or from the rivers, you know, the lakes, that beautiful creatures that looks like an angel. So Hermes met this nymph, and from this encounter came Hermes, came Pan. But Pan, do you know who Hermes is, don't you? You remember who Hermes is? Is the magician, okay? So, Pan, when he was born, he was so ugly, with the horns in his head and the legs like a goat. His mother abandoned him, and then Hermes took him to the Olympus, so he grew up on the temple of Olympus, on the mountain. And he was too ugly, and everyone was taking a piece of him all the time. But because he's a god, and he's the god of prophecy, he is the one that gives Apollo the prophecy gift, okay? And he also, he you see, he plays his, I don't know the name of this, this thing. So he plays it, and from his knowledge of music came the harp also. So Apollo has two gifts from him, that is the prophecy and the ability to play, okay? So even if he's very ugly, he's very talented, and he's very known as a good god, but he's very trickery, and that's from his name that comes the name Panic, you know, because he used to in the old time, he used to trick people and make them afraid when they were traveling. So he appears in front of them with his legs and his pipe. Oh, his pipe, the name. come to my brain. His pipe, and then people were very afraid and getting panic and run. So that's why this word comes, panicking, from his name, the god Pan. Okay, in this picture, you notice that he's chained to people, a couple, and that's what he does. That's his job. Control. So the devil is the card of control. Someone is controlling you, but Pan is inside you. The devil is not outside. The devil is inside you. The devil is that need to be controlled, that need that we have got to, that fear of a no, that fear of acceptance of what we really are. That's what pan means. The devil inside you that you have to control. You have to decide what you're going to do with that. I said that before, and I'm going to say it again. Once I was with my sister in a restaurant, and we were talking about all this, and then she said, Miriam, all of us is 50 angels, 50% angels and 50% devils. So the devil is not outside. It's not the government, it's not the situation, it's not your brother, it's not your mother, it's nothing. The devil is you inside you. It's the 50% side of you that is afraid of everything, that wants to control and afraid and don't accept ourselves the way we are. That's the devil. So we are chained to our own desires, our own fears. It's up to us to free ourselves if you decide to. That's the wisdom of the situation. Is me realizing that is inside me, and I have to control it, and I have to overcome it, and I have to accept it. Sometimes you have got some, weakness that we try to hide even from ourselves. Weakness. And we know, and then you try to blame other people for our weakness. And this can be in any place, any part of our lives, any situation. Okay, in the Greek mythology, on this mythology, this tarot mythology tarot card that I'm studying with you, these cards have a strong connection to the sexual part, because Pan is the god of sexuality, but he's the god of the very wild sexuality. He is terrible. he's a lust god. So in the mythology, on this Greek mythology tarot, it relates to a sexual part that you don't accept. This part of you that desire things that apparently is not very nice and very clean. But in other tarot cards, this card also applies to work process, to family process, normal situations in life. Is when you think that you are not in control of your destiny, when you are not in control of your working situation, is when you feel that you lost it, or you think you lost it, you feel that you lost it. Actually, you didn't, because inside you, it's you have the chain is inside you. The devil is inside you, chain you. So if you lost your job and you are afraid, or you are afraid of losing your job, and then you are chained on this situation, and your brain is going over and over it, is you doing it yourself, because you are not trusting the destiny. You are not trusting the way of life, or the way of fortune. You are not trusting the season. Okay, some people are, that is great. So that is, some people is 50% devil and angel. Okay, some people are 8% devil and 20% angel. Some people are 100% devil and 0% angel. Or some people are 100% angel and 0% devil. You have people like this in the planet, okay? Okay, let's see who will think is 100% angel. It's hard, probably it's 99%. I would say Dalai Lama is 199%. He's a very good person. I don't know, I don't want to judge anyone in the lower grade, so I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep clean on this one. But you have lots of people on this planet right now that you should put in 99% devil. But I'm not gonna spread this. Just the 99% angel that I can say, because he's amazing guy. He's very good. So yes, but that's what the devil card means. That means you can have control because you are chained to your own self, your own desires. Okay, if I was talking to my daughter this morning, I was talking about this devil card, and I said to her, I don't know, in my life right now, it's my reality, okay, right now, I have two people in my life, very close in my life, that portrays this card. I put them in this 100% devils. And I was asking my daughter, why do in my life, in this right time, I have two so close people behaving 100% as a devil? And then she said, Mom, probably because you also are devil and you have to face your own devil side, because everyone that is drawn to your life means you have something, the law of attraction. But one of them was born by me. I brought this person to the planet, and this is serious. And the other one came to my life. So what do I have to learn with this situation? How do I get around this situation? Is my challenge. And she said, oh, you have to deal with that in order to learn how to deal with situations like this. And if I have to learn how to deal with situations like this, that means I have to apply this knowledge later on in life. I have to learn because I have something that I have to understand and accept and try to help. So how do I'm gonna learn without going through the experience of it? And the situation is so serious that one of them came from inside me. So I don't have a way of escaping this lesson. Because the other one, I can say, okay, had enough, bye-bye. But this one, the first one, I'm going to put the first one because it came first in my life. So the first one, I can get rid of because it's my duty of mother to try to help. At the point that I'm going to say, if I don't help, I say, I'm sorry, I'm going to die, and you will now take the lead of your own, your own destiny. But until I'm here, I feel that I have the obligation as a mother because I born it and I have the knowledge of it. That was the serious stuff. Because when you're born something like this, but you don't have consciousness, you don't have the knowledge of it, then okay. But I have the knowledge of that. So I have to deal with this and I have to understand why. What the reason of it. And try to take it and embrace it and say, yes, I understand and I wanna face it in grace. And I'm singing. Because I can't do anything else apart from singing. Because another thing that you have to understand is, even if you have people like that in your life, places in your life, is the law of attraction. Okay, you attract it to you. So if you have a person like that in your life, what can you do? You have the choice to say, I don't want to stay in this moment, but then if you don't finish this tikkun, or this tikkun is like is a Hebrew word, a Kabbalistic word for karma. If you don't end this, but tikkun is more than karma, it's something that you have to go through it in order to progress, in order to, and involves a lot of things. So if you don't finish your tikkun, your karmic lesson with this person, you are going to repeat the lesson later. So it's better for you to finish it and to accomplish and be great in this lesson that you have to learn and remember, than postpone it for the next incarnation. So liberation. Let's liberate our soul. And how Miriam, I'm going to liberate it if I am in this situation, if I am afraid of losing my job, I am afraid of losing my partner, everything is going downhill. Look, when this devil card appears, that means you have to face it. If this devil card appears in your reading, that means you have to face it. If it's in a general matter, see and try to understand why it's happening, and try to see if it's better for you to run from the moment, or if it's better for you to face it and try to have the sense of controlling it. And what you think is what you are. Okay, you have learned it already many times in many other videos. So if you think that you are losing control, you're going to lose the control. So if you feel that something is not in control of you, you are not managing to control it, just start to think positively and trying to see where you can change the situation, or how you're going to upgrade the situation, or how you are going to be able to overcome this. It's like that expression that say, when the mountain is too higher and you know you're not going to manage to climb it and go around. Go around and try to find a way around. So there is always a way. There is always a way. Okay? Don't panic, because that's what the God pants want you to do. That's why he like that. Don't panic, because your devil inside you wants that you panic and give up. Don't panic. Face it. Say, I know you are there inside me. You are not outside, you are inside me, so I can control it. I can break the chain. I can break this chain of fear. And I'm going to control my devil. Well, if it's in work, if you are not happy in your work, you are feeling that someone is controlling your work, try to find another work. And then you say, oh, I'm too old, etc. It's never worth to start something new. Remember the card of the magician? Is Hermes. Is the father of Pan. He is bigger than Pan. And what Hermes the magician say to you? Remember, if the path you go gets very stuck and don't give you anywhere, what you do? Go back to the crossroad. And Hermes is going to be there to help you to find another way, another path. Yes. And we're going to say, Miriam, it seems so simple. And yes, it's simple. Life is the most simple thing to live if you have the guts and the courage to face it and make the changes you need to do and break the chain. What is the card? I'm gonna show the card again. Where did I put the card? Oh, yeah. Here you are. Look. He has two ways of chain you. Can you see? The chain and the sound. Okay. Remember Pan when he got to a city? There is a story for kids. They got Pan going on the cities and playing his pipe, his and taking all the children's, remember? And taking them from the cities. And then they come another, there is a film also. So he's coming to the city and play his pipe, and the kids goes after him, and he takes all the kids and put them as a slave. So yeah, so his music, that's why he managed to keep all of them dancing. So there is another way for you to get rid of this devil and control it. You take the pipe and play the pipe yourself. Yes? And how you're gonna do it? Just listen nice music. You know, go to the YouTube, and it's still free. Take opportunity and download all of them. There is lovely sounds for you to get rid of depression and improve your DNA, etc. There is many. Just go to the internet, to the YouTube and write there, work on DNA or healing yourself or whatever, and then it's gonna be a list of. So yeah, take the pipe from Pan and play yourself and get rid of this, uncontrolling feelings. Okay. And if it's in the love side or sexual side, if you are being chained by your devil on this, try to liberate yourself. Try to liberate. If this card appears and your relationship is not good, that means you're being chained, and that is the only way for you to get rid of. You say, enough is enough, I'm off this relationship. I don't want any more. Doesn't matter. I love myself more than I love this guy. I love myself more than I love this lady. And enough is enough. I'm off. And that's it. And wait for the next season. Yes. Because if you are being chained by someone that's not worthy, some people are not worthy because they are too devil inside them. You can imagine if you chain to a person that is 100% devil. So what do you expect from that person? Trickery all the time. Just if this person is supposed to be in your life, he'll come back anyway, but broken. Because then he has to learn his lessons also. So the guys will make sure he will learn his lessons. And trust the wheel of fortune. Trust the work. Let go. Let go if you need to let go. And if you think it's worthy, fight for it. So fight for it, but fight in the right way. Fight in the right way. Tell the truth, so I can't bear it anymore. So if you wanna keep the relationship, you try to do your best. Otherwise, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. So, if it is relationship, if the cards appears in your spread, that means it's time for you to move on, or it's time for you to have a serious conversation with your partner. Okay. In any case, just look for the best for you. Try to control your devil that is trying to chain you to a situation that is no good. You are suffering with it. Okay. If you're okay in the chain, okay. That's okay. You know, be happy. You're gonna get there anyway. If it is good or no good, you're gonna be there. Okay. So don't worry about it. But if you are not happy, if you are suffering, being chained by your devil, then break it. Break it. Okay, I knew it will be a very long video because it's a very deep card and I have to explain everything. So here we go again. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, if you like what you listen or my videos, etc., just spread the word. Okay, send to someone you think they need to listen to it. And God bless you, keep you safe, bless me also, bless my house and bless your house. Okay, I'm blessed, thanks God I'm blessed, and I know you are blessed also. And this moment of transition in our planet, just link to the energy of positivity and sing as much you can, because singing like the birds is improve the energy of the planet. Or use your bows. Yeah. Bling. I do use them a lot. Okay, love. God bless you, keep you safe, and then I see you next time. Okay?